here to bring a new type of news show.
New insights, new styles, and new topics every day.
We're News Generation.
Bring news just for you. It's Thursday, September 5th here in Seoul. I'm Song Yujin, and you're watching News Generation. Today, we're joined by Walter Lee.
Lovely to be here.
Welcome back.
Yes, lovely to be back.
And Ki Kim.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, both are here to speak on behalf of those in their 20s and 30s. Now, as usual, we're going to start with our news feed, which covers different hashtags and news items that have been trending online. The South Korean national football team will play its first match under the new leadership of manager Hong Myung-bo tonight against Palestine at the Seoul World Cup Stadium in Mapogu District. The 26-man squad features stars like Tottenham Hotspur's Son Heung-min, Paris Saint-Germain's Lee Kang-in, and up-and-coming rookie Gangwon FC's Yang Min-hyuk. At a press conference on Wednesday, Hong stated that the focus is on securing victory rather than scoring as many goals as possible. Now, this is Hong's second time serving as the manager of the national team, returning to the role after 10 years. Moving on, the World Health Organization has finally settled a long-standing debate. Does exposure to radio waves from cell phone use cause brain cancer? The answer is no. On Tuesday, the WHO published an analysis conducted by 11 experts from 10 countries who reviewed 5,000 studies published between 1994 and 2022. The findings reveal no increased risk of brain cancer even with prolonged cell phone use, which results in higher exposure to the radio frequencies emitted by mobile devices. Finally, South Korea's Environment Ministry and Foreign Ministry will jointly host a ceremony to mark the UN-designated International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies today in Seoul. This day, proposed by South Korea and adopted by the United Nations, is observed every year on September 7th to raise awareness about air pollution. Now, this year's theme, Invest in Clean Air Now, calls for stronger partnerships, increased investment, and shared responsibility to combat air pollution. So air pollution is indeed a serious environmental issue, but it also poses severe health risks, right, Ki?
That is true. So according to the State of the Global Air Report conducted by the UN, 8.1 million people lost their lives because of the air pollution as of 2021. And this was the number 2 contributing factors for any form of death. And as it caused heart disease, cardiac infarction, diabetes, lung cancer, or lung-related diseases. And especially in the year 2021 alone, 0.7 million children under the age of 5 unfortunately lost their lives due to the polluted air.
Right, and this is the reason why it's really important to raise awareness about the importance of tackling air pollution. Now, I want to ask you, Walter, what steps can both individuals and governments take to significantly reduce air pollution and increase air quality? And I also want to ask you, is there any way that you're trying to reduce this type of pollution?
Yeah, I do think that the government are trying to actually help ways into making cleaner air. They do have a plan for 2030, I believe, to make Seoul a greener place. I think there are tons of ways to reduce air pollution, which include obviously taking public transport rather than driving, using mobility transportation like bikes and scooters.
Right.
If you have to drive, I myself purely invested into a hybrid car. I can't afford that electric car just yet, in order to not just help the environment, but also get the benefits from these government subsidiaries like free tolls in some areas. Also, they give you cash back as well if you invest in the hybrid cars or electric cars. So definitely, I think if you are planning to go to buy another car, go hybrid, go electric. That's the new way of going.
You are indeed going green.
I'm going green.
Is that the reason why you wore a green t-shirt today?
That's exactly the reason I wore a t-shirt today.
All right, that was our news feed for this Thursday. So we're now going to move on to our main discussion of the day. Take a look at the screen to find out more.
Last Friday, we talked about traveling to Seoul and how K-content is one of the key factors driving tourism to Korea. For all the K-culture fans out there, are you curious about how to experience Korea just like your favorite K-pop idols or characters in K-dramas? Today, we'll show you how to do just that.
Right, so continuing our discussion from last Friday, we're back with the topic of traveling to Korea because some new data on the subject was recently released, right, Walter?
Like we need more data to talk about coming to Korea, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just a beautiful place to be in. But yes, so if we take a look at the screen, I can show you the new data that has just come in recently. And now, according to Visit Korea, a tourist website for Korea, there has been a 73% increase of foreign tourists visiting Korea, which pans out to be around 1.7 million people entering the country. A staggering number to say the least, but like I said, like you need any more reason to come to Korea.
Right, indeed. And we also touched on this last week, but Key, could you explain how the growing interest and popularity of the K-wave is connected to us seeing more inbound tourists to the country?
Sure. So when foreign visitors are asked the question, why visit Korea? Number one response was, which by the way accounted for 31.9% of the answers, was after watching K-content, such as K-drama, the reality shows, and obviously K-pop. And one of the officials from the Korea Tourism Organization said actually about 3 million visitors come to Korea after watching Korean dramas, and that's one of the reasons why this trend is growing.
Maybe it's because they want to experience what the main characters of popular K-dramas are doing in Korea. So that could be a big reason why we're seeing an increase in inbound tourists. Now, both of you have lived abroad, so I'm pretty sure that you've had a lot of friends coming to Korea just to visit you, right?
Of course.
Sure. Yeah.
So I want to ask you, are there any areas or spots that you took your friends that you like to recommend to our viewers, especially those who are fans of the Korean wave?
Well, I always say that you can get the best K-culture experience near Hongik University. Now, if you don't know where that is, that's on the Green Line, Line 2. It's probably on the northwest side of Seoul. It's pretty much, as soon as you come off the airport subway line, you can actually go straight to
Oh, very specific details.
Yes, yes. So make sure you go there as soon as you land in Korea, because that's the first place I would go to. That area has it all. Food, it's got shopping, it's got live performances, fashion. It's the place to go, especially when you want to experience, I think, young Korean culture and up-and-coming culture as well.
Right, so if you want to immerse yourself in Korea's young local culture, Hongik University is definitely worth a visit. Now, Walter mentioned this area. What about Yuki?
When I was relatively younger, early 20s.
Then now?
Yes, relatively. So I used to take them clubbing because Seoul's night is brighter than any other cities around the world, and it goes very late at night and also sometimes even early in the morning. But most of my friends now have been to Korea before. They've done the palace tour, shopping, so they know all that. So now I take them to some of the restaurants that are hidden or the restaurants that the locals actually do go. And recently I take them to Seongsu, which is located exact opposite of, same line number 2, the Green Line, but exact opposite of Hongik University. It's an northeastern part of Seoul. And it's a hip and hot place right now. I was just there yesterday. The cafe street and nice fancy restaurants there. So it's an amazing place to actually take a visit. And the Korean Blockchain Week is now taking place, and a lot of side events used to take place in Gangnam area, but now half of the side events are taking in Seongsu. That's how hot it is right now.
Right, so a lot of hands-on experiences that the Seongsu-dong area can also offer to those who are interested in traveling to Korea. Now, talking about experiences, we've talked about this on Newsroom before, but tourists to Korea these days, especially young tourists, are looking for more authentic hands-on experiences when it comes to especially K-wave themed tours. So as we're talking about tours that cater to the needs of Korean wave fans, Walter, what kind of programs are currently available?
I want to talk about one specific one in particular, and that is K-drama Spotlight being the leading role. That's the title. Now, let me tell you what it is. Now, it's an interesting exhibition now near Gwanghwamun Square. Now, if you don't know where that is, Gyeongbokgung Palace, pretty close to that one, to be honest with you. Because Korean dramas are reportedly gaining, well, they're definitely gaining more popularity, and exhibitions are now popping up everywhere, as you probably have heard, and they are becoming a new popular tourist attraction. Now, visitors can use VR devices to step into a scene from a drama, stand on the red carpet like the main actors to take photos, and visit filming locations through virtual reality technology. Now, the exhibition also features media art showcasing popular dramas, original soundtracks, and famous scene clips, adding to the experience, so you can actually feel like you're in the drama itself.
Right, it's a very smart and also fascinating exhibition. Now, I know this well because I actually covered a news story about the exhibition a month ago. If you saw Arirang then you would have seen me do my stand-up in front of that virtual red carpet. And another story that I remember is about tourists learning K-pop choreography at 1 million Dragon, which is Korea's largest dance studio, and then ending off their day with chimek, which is a popular combination of fried chicken and beer, which is also a must-try combo for a K-drama fan since it's often what main characters enjoy after a long day at work. So we have a K-drama themed exhibition and also K-pop choreography and chimek themed tours. Anything else you'd like to add or introduce, Ki?
So actually, they tend to visit the stores or shops or buy items that actually appeared on the dramas. And a friend of mine runs a cafe actually in Pyeongseok, the hottest star right now, sat down there for a scene. And somehow fans found out about where the location of that my friend's cafe is. And it became a popular visit. So the fans actually come in and ask where Pyeongseok actually set, and it became the Pyeongseok chair.
Really? Wow.
And also, the K-beauty is luring a lot of fans around the world. As a matter of fact, the cosmetic sales abroad first quarter of this year saw record-breaking amounts. So for sure, we're witnessing K-contents commanding around the world.
Right, so from exhibitions, food, beauty products, everything, there are a lot you can experience when you're visiting Korea, especially for K-wave fans. Now, to expand our discussion, we also asked our viewers what was their favorite K-drama or K-movie and which Korean food or location they became interested in after watching it. And here's what 3 of them said. If we look at the comments, Rock UZ6FN says, my favorite K-drama is 대장금, a very classic K-drama, though it's quite an old one. It's definitely aroused huge interest in K-culture, including its food and history, not to mention the appealing story and great acting. Rico Torres 7845 says, my favorite K-drama is Itaewon Class. It has all elements for a great drama, that being a great storyline with romance, suspense, a little comedy and intrigue, and the triumph of good over evil. Benny D97 says, my favorite K-drama so far is Welcome to Samdalli. The Korean culture and the places that make it interesting are, of course, the Jeju dialect and some popular places on Jeju Island, for example, Dodubong Peak in Jeju City. Right, so a lot of our viewers definitely have interest not only in K-wave, Korean culture, but also combining that experience by touring Korea. Now, for a more lively discussion, we'll be joined by a Gen Z who actually took part in a K-wave themed tour recently after a short break. Right, so today we're joined by Alex Ho Kah Fai, a Gen Z content creator from Malaysia. He is one of the most popular content creators in his country, having 6.7 million followers on TikTok and more than 4 million followers on YouTube. Now, I personally know Alex because I actually interviewed him when he learned K-pop choreography at 1 Million Dance Studio and had chimek back in May. So great to see you back, Alex.
Hi, well, thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much for joining us. So our first question for you, Alex, when did you last visit Korea and what kind of experiences did you have while you were here?
Well, my last experience here was the time you met me. So I came during May for Korea Invites You, the whole program, and I get to meet all sorts of K-culture lovers from around the world. I made a lot of good friends. But the best memory for me during that trip would be because I personally make K-pop dance content on my platform. So to be able to learn the actual choreography from the choreographer himself that day at 1 Million Studio was the best experience. But other than that, I was also very happy to be able to experience everything else like wearing hanbok and walking around Gyeongbokgung Palace, having chimek and drinking with my new friends. All of those are new memories that I treasure close to my heart.
So we're just curious, which part of K-culture, such as K-pop, K-food, or K-dramas and movies, is most popular in Malaysia, and why do you think that is?
Right now, I would definitely say it's a good mix of everything. But of course, I think K-pop still takes the front lead because a lot of Gen Zs like when idols perform with full of charisma and their music videos are always on point, the choreographies, costumes. But I feel all in all, K-pop, K-food or K-beauty, K-actors, they're popular because in general, people really like the high standards of aesthetics that Korea holds, and they really like how everything is executed with such quality and precision, and it's very easy to consume in general. Yeah.
Okay, Alex, obviously you've been to Korea, but what are the things that are listed in your wish list for your future trip in Korea? For example, any food or activities you want to try out, or any places you might want to visit next time you visit Korea?
I've visited here quite a few times actually, because I always frequent Korea to make new content for my followers. But as of now, a personal wish of mine on my wish list would definitely to be able to visit more dance studios in and around Seoul, because there's actually a lot of famous dance studios, and maybe hopefully I get to go for music show recording soon, because I heard that is a huge thing that K-pop fans can go to, and then everyone loves to watch live performances. So yeah, those two things on my wish list for now.
Well, we hope that all on your wish list comes true, and hope you have a wonderful time again in Korea. Alex, thank you so much for your time today, and talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Right, so Alex briefly mentioned this, but as the Korean wave continues to grow, I think K-Wave themed tours will offer more diverse programs moving ahead. So I want to ask our panelists, what do you think will be added soon, or is there any particular activity or program that you'd like to be added to K-Wave themed tours?
Well, I think what I want to see more of is already a part of the K-pop or K-themed tours, and that would be meet and greets. Now, I always think fans would benefit off these meet and greets with their favorite stars. I mean, it would be a lot of work for the stars. I know that they sometimes probably wouldn't want to do that, but at the end of the day, meet and greets are there for the enjoyment of the fans who continue to make their celebrities who they are.
I think it's also good for celebrities because they can feel the love and all the enthusiasm of the fans.
I mean, the celebrities are where they are because of their fans.
Right.
And this is what they could do to pay back their fans. Now, I know that some celebrities, they do world tours and meet and greets, and I think it would be great to see more and more actor and actresses do the same thing here in Korea. We do see a lot of the K-pop meet and greets, but not so much the actors and actresses, or they could do like a drama meet and greet, because obviously dramas go for, long enough, a couple of, 10 weeks usually or so. If there's like a meet and greet in the middle of the season, I'm sure that would be a fantastic thing for fans to come, and I'm sure fans would flood all over the country or all over the different countries just to come to see their favorite dramas, because there's dramas coming out all the time, right?
Yeah.
So even not just I guess dramas, reality TV shows are dominating streaming platforms these days. They could even have meet and greets for streaming platforms like the very popular variety shows that we have here in Korea. So I think meet and greets are the best thing for our fans.
How about meet and greet from NewsGen?
NewsGen, yes, meet and greet. Let us know if you'd be interested.
Please leave a comment below.
We welcome you.
And what about Yuki?
Well, we were talking about the virtual reality before, but actually, what about having a real pop-up for drama or movie studio and show them how the dramas and movie are actually how they're being made, like behind the scenes.
Right.
I appeared on quite a few dramas and movies myself, so I've been on the sites personally many times, and it's always fascinating to see how all the staffs are ready for each scene, how they move in orderly fashion. So, and then how much effort and time goes into a single scene that's only shown on TV for maybe a minute or so, but it takes hours to take that perfect shot.
Right.
And it's also, it would be great if the fans can actually be in the drama, so behind the actual camera, and then read some lines and then have them a clip, and that would be a great memory for them.
Oh, that's such a great idea.
That'd be a great tour.
Right.
We should start that business.
Well, hope our viewers will get to experience what our panelists recommended in the near future. And that's all from us today, but NewsGen will be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Korea time. Special thanks today to Walter Lee.
Lovely to be here.
And Ki Kim.
Thank you for always.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. We are News Generation.